another POV video, and in this one I'll be sharing with you my thoughts and my POV around one of the latest Filipino entertainment news that I've just read yesterday, actually. And to all my Filipino audience out there, you'll be able to relate to this. You would have probably read this somewhere as well. And I got this news story from the Philippine Entertainment Portal, or pep.ph. And this is about a Filipino actress, a very famous Filipino actress, Miss Angel Locsin. And I'm sure my Filipino supporters, my Filipino followers knows Angel very well. She's one of the most, as I said, one of the most popular Filipino actresses, one of the most award-winning Filipino actresses. She's also got one of the most beautiful faces in the Philippine showbiz industry. So everyone, pretty much every Filipino knows her. But I think what makes Angel really stood out and survive these years of being still on top of her game is the fact that Angel is pretty much a living superhero. Whenever there is an opportunity to help, whenever there is a calamity or a national disaster, and people are waiting for someone to jump in, to support, to help, to gather other people around to help together and basically start a project whose main goal is to raise funds for these less fortunate people. Angel is going to be one of those celebrities, if not ordinary personalities, who would be jumping in and not thinking twice, really. She's always there. She's always ahead when it comes to helping. When the big 2020 pandemic hit the Philippines, Angel was one of the very few celebrities who really started raising funds, creating projects, helping the frontliners, and she leads a lot of these charitable works, and Angel is known for that. She's currently hosting a TV show in ABS-CBN, which is around helping people, recognizing other people who also help other people, and practically granting people's wishes, simple wishes. It doesn't have to be like a huge wish or a huge request. It could be a motorcycle to kick off a business, or a starting fund, to start off a little store that a Filipino family can use as a day-to-day source of income. Or it could be children wanting to have a laptop or a tablet that they can use for their studies. So she's really good at that. But one thing that really disappointed me, and then I'm not an Angel Locsin fan, and I do like her, I do admire what she does, and she's a great actress as well. But I'm not a big fan. But one thing that really disappointed me is when I read this article in PEP. According to this story, Angel Locsin was body shamed through a module that was used in online learning in the Philippines. And you would have seen in the clips prior to this commentary that basically the module was talking about the health repercussions of obesity, and how, and basically the module was asking the students to make a comment about obesity, what things or what lifestyle changes we need to do to be able to live a healthier life, and avoid getting obese, basically. And basically the example, as you would have seen, mentioned that Angel Locsin's name, and also Coco Martin, another famous Filipino actor in the Philippines. So basically, Angel and Coco are friends, and they always go to Mang Inasal, or they always order Mang Inasal. And Mang Inasal is a famous chicken restaurant chain in the Philippines. Yeah, so Angel and Coco keeps on ordering from Mang Inasal. Angel doesn't do any housework. She's just sat down on the sofa, watches the TV, doesn't do any physical exercise, and she's basically obese. And basically, the module was then asking the students to make a comment on that and ask the questions on what she should be doing in order to prevent that situation or in order to look after her health. So I'm very shocked that first and foremost, this was approved by the Department of Education. There was a confirmation towards the end of the clips, wherein the teacher who created this module, he signed it, and obviously it was confirmed, it was approved by the Department of Education, and therefore it got circulated to the students. It's surprising, firstly, that they have these kind of examples in their modules, and these are the type of examples that they're showing and teaching the students. And I do appreciate that, part of this, whatever modules description it is, part of it is obviously talking about obesity and the health risks and how can we prevent it, and what sort of lifestyle changes, as I mentioned earlier on. But I think it's very unprofessional and it's uncalled for to use a very famous personality within the Philippines as an example in this type of questionnaire. And we don't know if Angel's sudden weight gain was down to her just sitting down or eating chicken manginasal, not doing any physical work, and just watching the TV, and basically, we don't know the real story. Angel is yet to tell us the full story as to why all of a sudden she had this weight gain. But I think that's none of our business. And I think this is an issue, this is a problem when you are a public figure. Your life is open to the public, and everyone pretty much has the license to just jump in and meddle with it and talk about you and prejudge you. And I think that's part of the price you have to pay for being an entertainment personality. But again, I don't think it's enough reason for this teacher or for this school or whatever, whoever came up with this module, to use Angel as an example. And again, Coco Martin as well. I mean, whether it's for engagement purposes or trying to put some humorous twist to the actual question, I think it's very disrespectful. It's this, I don't think it's appropriate for a school setting. When I was here, when I was studying here in the UK, I mean, I'm still studying, but when I was doing my bachelor's here in the UK, we do have a lot of situational questions like this, in modules, in weekly lectures, in quizzes, in activities. But whenever there is a negative element within that scenario that the lecturer wanted to share or wanted for the students to comment on, they never give very specific examples like this. They never use specific personalities and then apply a very negative description about that personality. And I think that's just the ethics of it. You don't do that. And it surprises me how that got approved in the Philippines. And yeah, I'm surprised and I'm disappointed, because I don't think it's body shaming, but it's misinformation, definitely. And I think it's just a huge disrespect to the person, and also for Mang Inasal as a brand, because practically what the scenario was trying to say is, if you eat or keep eating Mang Inasal, then you'll be obese, and that's not the case. There are other factors as to why one person becomes obese. Why they reach that state. There are other elements to it, and it's not just eating chicken and sitting down in the sofa and watching TV. So yeah, I think it's out of order. It's very inappropriate, and I think they owe Angel Locsin an apology for coming up with this terrible example. And they could have made it a more generic example and used someone else's name, and put some put some taste in the way you describe the situation. Not like someone who keeps on eating chicken and then sat on the sofa, not doing anything. It's yeah, I was speechless when I first read it, and I wasn't sure if it was true, if it was fake news. So I had to look on Twitter as well and Instagram, and then I saw some of the comments, like what I posted earlier on, and yeah, it's just disappointing to see how the education system works in the Philippines. If this is basically what's happening, and I know it's not representative of the whole Philippine educational system, but this is part of it, and it includes a famous personality. That's why it was sensationalized in media, and I don't think this should happen. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts, especially from the Filipino viewers. What do you think? And then please add your comments on the comment section below, and I'd love to hear your opinion about this topic. And please don't forget to subscribe as well so you get all the latest videos. And thank you. Bye.